Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night, man. As always, man, y'all hit the like button as soon as you come in. We got some things that we need to discuss going on in the boxing world, man. We're gonna speak about Naoya Inoue's performance against Luis Nery early this morning. You know what I mean? Depending on where you at, in all honesty, because I got people from the nation that tune in from Japan. You feel what I mean? So I'm gonna give you my analysis on exactly what happened between Naoya Inoue and Luis Nery. You know what I mean? This morning. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna speak about him possibly being pound for pound number one. Now we're gonna have an honest, objective conversation about this. You know what I mean? And we're gonna speak about the Gervonta Davis situation with him running down on Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to Stop Motion MMA, OG Rugrat, Tank the Mexicutioner. What's going on? What's going on, man? I hope everybody is doing well. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's family is healthy, happy, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. You know what I mean? Hit the like button as soon as you come in, man. Let's get them likes on the up. We got 8 people so far. Let's get 8 likes, man. You see what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's been contributing to the channel, man. It's growing stronger every day, man, and I'm extremely thankful for that. You see what I mean? So, before we know, we'll be at the 2K mark. So, shout out to everybody that's been contributing to the channel, whether you liking the videos, whether you sharing the videos, subscribing, you know what I mean, hitting the bell notification. It is all very much appreciated. It looks like we got some people that's receiving their notifications, but, I always get complaints from my subscribers and stuff that, the notifications ain't getting sent out. I mean, that's completely out of my control, man. But for the most part, I do go live 11 p.m. on the regular, man. So, if you don't get a post notification and just checking around that time frame, I should be available. I should be online talking this boxing talk. You know what I mean? For the most part, man, Naoya Inoue had a really good fight against Luis Nery, man. Looking into the fight, I really thought that Luis Nery was in over his head. And, eventually he was. You know what I mean? Eventually we wasn't too far off with that. I wasn't too far off with that assessment. However, Naoya Inoue probably faced what's going on? He said, I'm eating pizza rolls. Okay, Bivol. You know what I mean? I think you should be keeping your weight low, man, because you got a replacement for better beef. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you run them pizza rolls off when you wake up in the morning, man, because you gotta make weight. You feel what I mean? Don't be doing too much out here in these streets. Don't be underestimating your opponents. You feel me? But yeah, man. Naoya Inoue probably faced the biggest adversity that he's ever faced in his career so far, because looking over Naoya Inoue's career so far, man, it's like he hasn't really dealt with much adversity. He hasn't really been in too many close fights because for the most part, he dominates. Probably the most trouble we ever seen Naoya Inoue in was like the first fight with Nonito Donaire. Besides that, it's been a clean sweep, which is why, he's been able to accomplish so much in such a short time frame. You feel me? So going up against Luis Nery, man, he was dominating the round in all honesty, man. I guess he got caught lacking, being a little bit irresponsible defensively in all honesty, getting within this guy's range, you know what I mean? Getting, allowing this guy to enter his domain, you know what I'm saying? And he got caught with the overhand left coming from a southpaw. So it was a big punch. It hit him right on the button. And Naoya Inoue collapsed, man. You see what I mean? I think it was the first time ever touching the canvas. Yeah, Dabrowski says, I noticed when he throws his left hand is usually down. I mean, that's a tendency that a lot of fighters got, in all honesty, man. Like when you really watch these guys box, when you watch Floyd box, you know what I mean, Pernell box, wherever you really see boxing, it's rare. It's like these dudes really lose focus and don't keep their opposite hand up while they punching. You feel what I mean? Which is why, they could be susceptible to certain counters and shit like that. And Naoya Inoue, he paid the price. You know what I mean? He threw a shot. You know what I'm saying? His right hand was down. And he got clipped. He got clipped with a shot, and he hit the canvas. Now, what I spoke about it in the video that I put out this morning, but just to run it through again, Naoya Inoue did the smart thing, man. He did the smart thing, and he actually took the count. He didn't get up too fast where his legs wouldn't be steady underneath him, and then that could allow Luis Nery to try to close out the show and shit like that. He really sat there, You know what I mean? He gathered his thoughts, he cleared his head. You feel what I mean? And he took the longest count that he could. You know what I mean? Or he felt like he needed, and then he continued to box. You feel what I mean? And what I would strongly suggest for people that's actually competing or even boxing professionally, we might have some professional boxers that tune in on the live. I heard something from Robert Garcia, and I agree with him 100%. And he said that when you get dropped, when you get hurt, and things like that, your main objective should be to get through the round. You feel what I mean? Especially if you hurt. The best thing is the best thing you could do is try to survive the round. Try to survive the round. Tie the man up because you got to come to the reality that you lost the round. You see what I mean? You lost the round, and there's no point in Charlie taking unnecessary risks where you could possibly get dropped again or even have the referee intervene and stop the fight, or you just get knocked out cold. Period. So Naoya Inoue, he wasn't. I think he was shocked. I thought that he was definitely hurt. But he recovered pretty fast, which shows that he was in pretty good shape. And he got through the round. You see what I mean? And going into the following round with Luis Nery, I think he feels the urgency or whatever. And he's looking to, hurt Naoya Inoue again. He gets a little bit reckless, and he runs into a sharp left hook while Inoue was going backwards. It hits Luis Nery. And I didn't really think it hurt him, in all honesty. I ain't going to lie to you. I didn't think it hurt him that bad. I just think he got caught with a shot he didn't see. And he got up and was completely okay. From then on, it was complete domination for Naoya Inoue, man. He was letting his hands go. He was managing distance real well. Whenever Nery was trying to close the gap, he was taking small steps back and, letting his hands go. Bro, the quickness with Naoya Inoue is unreal, man. His timing. The way that how fluid his combinations are, how fast and sharp and precise they are. Naoya Inoue is a problem, man. It's going to be very difficult from anybody in the 122-pound division to defeat this man. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that he's the best fighter in the world in those smaller weight classes. I'm not going to lie to you. 118, 122. I think the biggest threat for Naoya Inoue, for him to possibly lose, would be if he were to move up to the bigger weight class against bigger guys that could absorb bigger shots, apply more pressure, because Luis Nery, he dropped Naoya Inoue, and I ain't going to lie to you, a lot of shots that Naoya Inoue was throwing, Luis Nery was eating them Johns, bro. He was pretty durable throughout this fight, but the problem was he took too many of them. And if Naoya Inoue if he's not capable of knocking you out with, the first shot he lands clean, he's going to accumulate a lot of damage. He's that precise and accurate of a puncher where if he hits you enough, you know what I mean, in the same spots over and over and over again, it's going to get to the point where your body's not going to be able to, sustain that type of punishment or keep up or endure that type of punishment. It's going to start to break down. Like I said in my video, you know what I mean? If you got a sharp X, which is Naoya Inoue's offense, and you keep chopping the tree the right way, you keep hitting the same spot, pause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just, chipping away. Eventually that tree is going to start to get weak, and then it's going to get to that point where, it might be around that time where it might fall. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened with Luis Nery, man. He got dropped a second time. I think it was another left hook. You know what I mean? Luis Nery was just in too close. He didn't have his right hand up, and he got clocked. You see what I mean? And then, the third and final knockdown was absolutely brutal. In all honesty, I think Naoya Inoue threw a sharp right uppercut, brought it back, and then he shot a straight right hand down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? And that one, he was completely out. You know what I mean? Like, his head went against the ropes. His head snapped back on the ropes. Seemed like he was, I wouldn't necessarily say lifeless, but, he was definitely out. You see what I mean? I think the ref made the perfect choice to stop the fight, because if he would allow that to go on, I don't even know if Luis Nery would have beat the count, in all honesty, but if he would allow that to go on, that would have been criminal. You see what I mean? He could have had Luis Nery in a situation where he could have gotten very hurt. You see what I mean? So congratulations to Naoya Inoue, man. Now he has, I believe, let me see. He beat Stephen Fulton. He beat Tapales to become undisputed. Now he just defended his undisputed titles. You know what I'm saying? All four of his titles at 122 pounds. And he's just dominating, man. You know what I mean? Now they're making it seem like, what's this guy's name? Is his name like he seems like I seen Dabrowski right here say Goodman. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, let's check him out real quick. It seems like they're trying to line up Sam Goodman and Naoya Inoue. You see what I mean? So let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at him. You know what I mean? And yeah, they were teasing that fight pretty much. So Sam Goodman, you know, let's take a look at his. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm not into like underestimating people. You know what I mean, and just making it seem like somebody don't have a chance or whatever. Yours truly says Southpaw don't rate the monster. Of course he don't. You know what I mean? He don't know boxing. You feel me? So when motherfuckers don't know boxing, they resort to being biased and talking shit when it's so much easier to just give a motherfucker their credit. You feel what I mean? But it is what it is. I was one of the people that didn't believe in Naoya anyway when he was on the come up. You know what I mean? I ain't really start believing in him in all honesty until he beat Stephen Fulton, because I felt like everybody else before Stephen Fulton, I didn't really rate too highly. You know what I mean? I knew Emmanuel Rodriguez. He's a champion from Puerto Rico and shit like that. But, I never really rated him as like a top fucking tier guy. You see what I mean? But, I held Stephen Fulton to a high regard. Like I've seen this man box. I've seen him since the beginning of his career come up. And I know he's skillful. I know that he's one of the best fighters Philly has. So when I see him dispose of Stephen Fulton so easily, I'm like, okay, this dude is a lot better than I thought. And ever since then, bro, he's been showing out. You know what I mean? The Fulton fight, the Tapales fight, then Luis Neri, who's a two-time world champion. You got to put some respect on his name, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop Bullshit MMA says, I don't like Inoue, but Duke could fight. I like him. I don't really have a reason to dislike him. You see what I mean? And from what I heard, he sold like 50. He had like 50,000 people in the Tokyo Dome. And then people were talking about how Naoya Inoue has to make his name in the States. No, the fuck he don't. Now we're selling them type tickets. If you could fill up the Tokyo Dome like that, how they claimed he did, there's no reason for him to come to the States. And to keep it real, the States don't really have the strongest, super bantamweight, names over there any fucking way. Naoya Inoue is clearly the ace out with anybody he goes up against. You know what I'm saying? So with that being known, it's like they gonna have to come see him, bro. It don't make business sense to go anywhere else if he's doing them type of numbers. You see what I mean? Like with Anthony Joshua, he was filling up the O2 Arena, the Wembley, and all that shit, bro. There's no reason for him to come to the States. There's no reason for him to come to the States. You know what I mean? And Naoya Inoue is one of very few people that could fill up a stadium, that could fill up an arena right now. You see what I mean? So it is what it is. Yours truly said, I love his style of boxing, just wondering if he's clean. Well, if he has a WBC title, he should be enrolled in VADA. Let's see if Naoya Inoue is enrolled in VADA. So it should be public knowledge on BoxRec. Let's see if he's enrolled. It says he's enrolled in VADA. And VADA don't play that shit. You just seen they exposed Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if he's enrolled in VADA, I'm not gonna put that type of, I'm not gonna put that. I ain't gonna put that stain on his jacket. You know what I mean? I just think that he's a phenomenal talent, man. 27-0, 24 knockouts. You can't doubt this man, bro. This man is showing you time and time again that he's him, and that's just what it is. He did VADA testing with the Nonito fight. Says he's currently enrolled. This is according to BoxRec right now, so I'm gonna assume he clean. You know what I mean? Unless some tests come out later on that proves he isn't, I'm gonna rock with him and say that he clean. I'll give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt until they show me otherwise. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. T says, I feel sorry for Neri. Neri got a clean knockdown, but anyway, commenced to whooping that man's ass. God damn, that's a fact, bro. And that really showed that showed a lot for me for Naoya Inoue as well, because a lot of people act like they know what they're gonna do in certain situations, so that shit happens. There's people that get knocked down and that shit could shatter their pride, and then they just look for a way out afterwards. I've seen that shit in gyms happen. Like I've seen it in amateur fights happen where they be styling on the motherfucker, and then as soon as they get hit clean, they get hit with a big shot, they get knocked down. they fall apart. You know what I mean? And Naoya Inoue, he did what an experienced vet would do. You see what I mean? And that's take the full count. You know, he cleared his head. He got through the round. And then he came back and got his lick back and went on to punish the dude. You see what I mean? So he came back from a knockdown and stopped dude. I mean, he's checking all the boxes, man. He's showing you the skill set. He's showing you the athleticism. He's showing you his overall abilities. You see what I mean? So you know he's checking all the boxes, man. He just faced some adversity and he passed that test with flying colors, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was against a formidable opponent. Now, you know, people talking about this Sam Goodman fight. I don't know, man. Shay says I did some rounds with Sam Goodman. Did you really? If you did, that's pretty cool, man. He might be in position to fight Naoya Inoue for all the belts. Now, that's an undefeated fighter that I see right here. Let's take a look back at Sam Goodman. Because, you know, I ain't going to sit here and lie to you like I know the motherfucker because I don't. But, you know, he's currently the #1 super bantamweight, and I believe that is Australia, 25 years old, ranked #4 in the world. And he's 18-0 with 8 knockouts. So he doesn't have the highest knockout ratio, but he's winning. He knows how to win. And he's been beating some undefeated guys as well. So he might be deserving of this opportunity. He has a 19-0 on his record, a 20-0. TJ Don, I heard that name before. TJ Don, if I said his name right. You know what I'm saying? And he has several undefeated fighters on his record. He's beaten 1, 2, 3, 4. He's beaten 4 undefeated fighters. So, you know, he's doing what he needs to do. He's doing what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out right here. He has a pretty solid amateur background as well, so he might be deserving of the fight. Goodman beat Aleem? Who? Oh, he did beat Rais Aleem. Rais Aleem is a monster. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all something about Rais Aleem, bro. I got a crazy story about him, right? Because he was inactive for a very long time, and if y'all check BoxRec, he fought on the same card as a couple of my professional fighters a few years back. Let me see. Atif still go to your gym? No, he doesn't. He's no longer with us. He trains out in Pittsburgh with Tom Yankello, I believe. So that's your answer right there. I don't know if you're asking that because goofy ass nigga was talking about how Atif isn't at my gym anymore. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know the reasons behind the situation. And if he did, he wouldn't be saying that shit up out of his mouth. So he just need to mind his fucking business. And he needs to actually get inside of a gym himself because as far as I'm concerned, you know, he trains out his own crib. You know what I mean? He be hitting bags in his basement because he's not allowed to go anywhere in Chicago that has a heavy bag. You feel what I mean? Because he got a big target on his back and he pussy. So he don't want no smoke with nobody. You know what I'm saying? He played tough on his computer when he edited video. Bro, you edit videos all day, my nigga. Cut it out the gangster shit you be talking about. You did a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? You know, keeping your back to the wall so them niggas don't dig in your ass, and you now you out and you free. Now you so tough. All right, buddy. But anyway, Aleem was one of them dudes that was supposed to fight Fulton, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And for some reason, that fight wasn't able to happen. You know, Rais Aleem, I don't know who he's with now, but I know at one point in time he was with Marshall Kaufman, who we did a lot of business with in the pros. You know what I mean? King's Promotions. And let me tell you guys a crazy story about Rais Aleem. Now, when he was I think he had went away for a little while, man. I don't know if he had gotten incarcerated. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but regardless, he struggled with inactivity for a point in time. I think he was coming off of like a 2-year layoff, and then he went up and he fought somebody by the name of Marcus Bates. Now, Marcus Bates was somebody who consistently fought on Philadelphia cards, you know, with Marshall Kaufman and King Promotions. So when Rais Aleem was brought along and he was stepping in to fight Marcus Bates, a lot of people like underestimated Rais Aleem. You know what I mean? Because although he was 10-0, he was inactive. And bro, this motherfucker had like the worst outfit on I ever seen, bro. He had like he was dressed like a nigga from like 2005 and shit, like one of them Rockaware outfit ass niggas. You see what I mean? He had like a baggy ass t-shirt on, bro. Like his jeans was like he was almost stepping over his jeans and shit, bro. Big ass jeans, like he looked like he was fresh out or something. You see what I mean? And everybody was underestimating him. They was clowning him at the weigh-in and shit. And Marcus Bates, he was like trolling Rice and shit. Like he really thought Rice was sweet and shit. So you know, he goes, he fights Rice Alim, man, and Rice Alim commences to whooping Marcus Bates' ass. And I was like, yo, this dude could fucking fight. Like this dude, he nasty, bro. See what I mean? He just completely dominated. And you check BoxRec. This is at the 2300 arena in Philly. You see what I mean? And you know, it was a great fight, man. It was a great fight, but you know, he whooped on Marcus Bates, and I think they actually rematched, and I think Rais Alim had actually ended up stopping him. But regardless, you know, that's my story about Rais Alim. And what was crazy was after the fight, I had stepped out and I had went over to, you know, I don't really go to like the tourist spots in Philly and shit like that, but you know, I fuck with Pat Steaks. They cheese fries. You know what I mean? They cheese fries real good. I don't really go for the cheese steaks for all that. I go to my Dominicans in the hood, but you know what I mean? I went and I picked up some cheese fries and shit with some girl a while back and shit. And Rais Alim was there. He had a nice little cut on his eye from like a headbutt, and he was there eating a cheesesteak, man. So I saluted him. I was like, "Yo, bro, you did your thing, bro. It was a good ass fight." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah, man, thank you, appreciate it." And then ever since then, he was on the come up. But you know, Rais Alim, he been pretty quiet, man. I don't know if he's been having trouble getting fights, but he still has a pretty good record, man. You know, he lost to Sam Goodman last year, but you know, he's still active, especially on BoxRec. He still got a good ranking. He get a couple more wins, he can fight for a world title. You see what I mean? So that's just what it is. He had the Denver Nugget jeans, bro. That shit was bad, bro. I don't know what type of time he was on. I don't know what his situation was, but he bounced back pretty good off of that situation. I bet you he dressed a lot better now. I bet you Rais Alim would know what I'm talking about if I brought it up too. Like he was looking down bad, but you know, everybody slept on him based off of the shit that he was wearing. But that motherfucker had a can of whoop ass waiting on Marcus Bates, man. He fucked that boy up for sure. You think MJ beats Inoue? Damn. Okay. Then Tapales beat MJ though. He said Inoue was smoke Casemiro, easy money. Inoue beat the dude who beat MJ. That's what I'm saying, Teach. That's what I'm saying. Casemiro couldn't knock out an ancient Rigondeaux. Bro, imagine a prime. Bro, listen, just hear me out. Hear me out. The Guillermo Rigondeaux that fought Nonito Donaire on HBO, bro, versus Naoya Inoue, bro. Prime Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Naoya Inoue at 122 pounds. Bro, that shit will go fucking crazy, though. I think that Guillermo Rigondeaux came in at the wrong time, bro. He came in at a time where, you know, them motherfuckers like 122 had like some good names and shit like that, but they didn't have the ultimate name like Naoya Inoue, who's, you know, really on top of his game and pretty much a fucking star where he's from. I mean, Lorenzo in the building, he could tell you how big of a star Inoue is over there. Dabrowski says Rigo wins that. I got Rigo. I'm sorry. Rigo was fucking nasty, bro. That would have been a hell of a fight. I would have loved to have seen how Rigo would have approached that, how he would have did. You know what I mean? Because Guillermo was so sharp, so well schooled, bro. Like he had the athleticism, the foot speed. Bro, the footwork and the foot speed was crazy. He was sharp. He had power too. If Guillermo caught you at the end of that left hand, bro, you was gonna go to sleep or your jaw was gonna get broke. You see what I mean? He broke multiple opponents' jaws. You know what I mean? And the thing that really fucked up Guillermo at the end of the day was the politics of boxing. You know, moving up in weight. You know what I mean? It killed him because he was already a small guy as it was, and then you're gonna move him up to 130 to fight Lomachenko. That shit didn't make sense at all. But you know, it is what it is, man. That shit pretty much derailed his career. Well, not really, because he went back down. I think he went down to 118 and grabbed the world title. So, you know, he bounced back and became champion. But you know, he's much older now, so it is what it is. But prime Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Naoya Inoue would have been fucking nuts, bro. Crazy. You said Rigo is popular in Japan too. It seems like Japan has a lot more support for boxers than the States do. I think like Japan is like real big on respect, and they like actual fans of the sport. You know what I mean? But I think they real big on respect. So if you go over there on some disrespectful shit, then you know what I mean, they gonna turn on you. I think that's why when Floyd, Floyd beat up that little kickboxer or whatever and was showboating and shit, when he came back, they threw the flowers at his feet and shit like that. Floyd was you could tell like he was trying to play it off, but he was shocked by that. You know what I mean? So you can't be playing over there. But yeah, man, you said MJ like 410, he not being Inoue. If Inoue punching down, like he punching up and hurting dudes. So if he punching down on dudes, that'll be even more devastating. I don't know if that'll go well with MJ for real, for real. 55K was in Tokyo Dome last night, bro. That's insane, bro. 55K, bro. There ain't nobody in the States doing that right now. Keep it 1,000. Who doing 50? I don't even think Canelo doing that in the States. Keep it real with you. Maybe if he fight Benavidez, he probably get that type of attendance, but like 55,000 people, bro. Come on, man. That shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's like superstar shit right there. These motherfuckers be all talking about how they superstars. Like you hear Edgar Berlanga call himself a superstar. This motherfucker ain't doing half of what Inoue. He not doing half of what Inoue doing in Japan, bro. Inoue versus Savage. Who you talking about? Raymond Ford? Raymond Ford, where he at? He at 126, right? He at 126. But I think he about to move up. If that's who you're referring to. I don't know if you're referring to Raymond Savage Ford. But I think that after he fights this Nick Ball guy, whatever the hell his name is, I think he's going to plan to move up to 130. He was talking about moving up to 130 because he said 126 is a hard cut for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ray Ford moving up after Nick Ball. He made it clear after he beat his last opponent and grabbed that world title. He said that, he wanted to preserve his gas tank because, he left some of his fight in the gym. He kept it 1,000. He was like, yo, it was a hard cut. I had a hard time cutting weight. And that shit could really play an effect on your conditioning if you don't, you know what I mean? If you try to force the last few pounds off. So I think he'll move up to 130 in his next fight, man. Raymond Ford, he shows a lot of support for Philly too. He's from Camden. So Camden is, when you look at the Ben Franklin Bridge, man, it's Philadelphia, Ben Franklin, Camden. We literally a mile and a half from each other. You see what I mean? So he embraces Philly just like how he embraces Camden. And I seen him at the Golden Gloves. He was showing love to, the amateurs that was on the come up, which was pretty dope to see. You know what I mean? Fresh off winning the world title, and he's supporting the amateurs. I salute Raymond Ford for that, man. Hopefully I could bring him on the channel and we could chop it up. You feel what I mean? That'd be pretty dope. I got to get on that, man. You know what I mean? I'll be too much to myself. I got to start really branching out and getting these interviews. I was supposed to do that Kevin Iole interview, but that fell through on my part. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't able to get that shit done. But, man, I'll probably bring back Bomac and shit like that. But yeah, you say you actually think Inoue loses at 126. I think that'd be the only reason why he would lose at this point in time. Like at 118, 122, bro, he not losing. They ain't enough smoke down there for him. He coming out guns blazing. They ain't got enough firepower for that dude. But if he goes up to 126, I would like to see him fight Brandon Figueroa. Why not? Brandon Figueroa versus Naoya Inoue, that'll be a fucking banger, bro. That'll be a great stylistic matchup. Brandon Figueroa just fought on Saturday. He got a body shot knockout. I think it was against Magdaleno. You feel me? And me and Kevin Iole would be great, but that fell out on my part. I probably reached back out to him. Hopefully he ain't upset with me. You know what I mean? Because it was a little bit unprofessional on my part, but you know what I'm saying? Real shit be happening sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yeah. So what's possible? Let's see some possible opponents. My boy Anonymous said, I want to see Inoue versus Rafael. I don't know if that's Rafael Espinoza or Robeisy. Robeisy Ramirez and Inoue will be a fucking classic, bro. I would love to see that fight. But, Robeisy, he need to bounce back off of that loss he just had. You know what I mean? That was kind of disappointing, man. Robeisy, after he lost in his pro debut, he went on a fucking streak, and he was just going ape shit. Like, when he did the Abraham Nova and all that, I was really fucking with the type time he was on, but, he came up short in that other bout as well. I don't know what's up, man, but, if he's able to get that rematch, I think he could beat dude. You know what I mean? And I want to see him back on a winning track because he's a problem. You say I think Inoue stops Figueroa by accumulation in the ninth, 10th. That's possible. That's very possible because Brandon does get reckless and he does get hit with a lot of shots. You know what I mean? He takes a lot of chances, so he gets hit a lot. And you don't want to get hit a lot by, Naoya Inoue, but at the same time, how far is Naoya Inoue's power going to carry? His power looked pretty good at 122, so maybe it'll translate over to 126. But Brandon Figueroa is a big boy, and I'm sure he walk around a lot heavier than Naoya Inoue does. And if Naoya Inoue isn't able to hurt Brandon Figueroa, that pressure might get to him. You see what I mean? But I got him beating Brandon Figueroa as well. I just think stylistically it'll be a really good fight. I would really enjoy seeing that. You know what I'm saying? You said Jesse Magdaleno was low-key styling on Figueroa until he started to slow down. I mean, yeah. If you got any type of boxing ability, bro, you can style on Figueroa because, Figueroa is not really much to him. He's just a come forward pressure fighter that, he places some good body shots. I seen him hit Stephen Fulton with some crazy body shots and shit like that. You know what I mean? But, if you're not in shape, if you're not willing to go through hell, because like I said, just like what I said about Subriel and all these, there's certain fighters that you could beat, but you're going to have to go through hell to beat them motherfuckers. Like Stephen Fulton beat Brandon Figueroa, but he had to go through hell to beat Brandon Figueroa. You see what I mean? So you can style on him, but can you last? You know what I mean? Can you go throughout the course of them 12 rounds without getting beat up? You know what I mean? There's going to be certain points in the fight where you questioning yourself like, damn, why I can't hurt this dude? Or damn, yo, man, like this dude, he just don't get tired. And bro, I got to really, you know what I'm saying? I got to make something work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to look into Espinoza. His name is what's his name again? What Espinoza? Let me check that shit out. Let me see. What was his name? I just seen it. Yo, let me know his name again so I can look him up, man. I'm not too in tune with them smaller weight classes all like that. Anyways, actually getting my attention down there though. Jesse was sharp and effective until he fought Dog based on happened that fight. He ain't been the same. Rafael Espinoza, okay. Espinoza, the dude who upset Robesi. All right, cool. I actually did see that fight. But Espinoza and Inoue, that'd be a good John. But I think that fight actually happened in Philadelphia, though, Texas. Jesse was sharp and effective until he fought Dog Bay. Something happened that fight. He ain't been the same since. Yeah. He's 6'1" at 126. You talking about you must be talking about Brandon Figueroa. Who you talking about? Wiltz? But I think Jesse Magdaleno and Dog Bay, they fought in Philadelphia. I think they fought at the Leah course because I was there. He was doing this thing. Damn, Espinoza's 6'1". That's fucking crazy, bro. 6'1" at 126 is insane. Yeah, this actually took place at the Leah course, bro, in Philadelphia. I watched that fight. That was a fucking hell of a fight. Isaac Dogbay showed out in that joint. Dogbay was looking scary for a minute too, wasn't he? And then he ran into Emmanuel Navarrete, bro, and that shit just went downhill from there. But when Dogbay was out here, bro, when he beat Magdaleno, and then he had a crazy knockout win after that. Like he was stomping shit, bro. Like he looked legitimately scary when he was fighting these dudes. They was like, yo, this dude really about to, get shit popping out here. But he from Ghana and all, bro. That he was out here really doing shit. But he ran into Emmanuel Navarrete, bro, and it was just a wrap from there. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Navarrete beat the dog shit out of Dog Bay. Turned Dog Bay into dog shit. He straight walked him. For sure. Yeah, Navarrete been a champion ever since as well. That's a fact. And he about to come up to his next weight class, bro. So what he took over? What weight classes did Navarrete take over? He about to be, if he went at 135, he gonna be a 4-division world champion, right? He beat that's 122. 122. So 122, 126, 130. He's gotten weight classes. He's gotten all three of those weight classes. He goes up 35. Yeah, he did start at 22. He fought Dog Bear at 22. So if he gets to 135 and he becomes champion against Baranchek, I believe he's fighting Baranchek, that'll make him a 4 division world champion. Now you putting yourself in a class of some great. You're gonna be around some great company because when you talking about 4 division world champions, you talking about Mikey Garcia, you talking about Canelo Alvarez, you talking about Adrian Broner, you talking about people like that. You feel me? So he'll be in some great company. If you get 4 divisions, that's a hell of a career for sure. Yeah, he'll lose 12 rounds against somebody like Shakur. But there's been a few fights that I thought Andrade was gonna come up short in that, he actually shined like a motherfucker, bro. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. Maybe because I met him personally. I don't know what the situation is. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a stalker. We got a stalker texting me. We got the stalker texting me. Yeah. Let's get him up out of here, bro. Yeah. Let me put my phone on do not disturb, bro. There's somebody, and I know that motherfucker watching right now. I'm gonna tell y'all, there's somebody that every time I go live, they text me through a fake app, and they write me, bro. They write the weirdest shit, bro. Just have a crazy obsession with me. It's crazy. I'm gonna give you some shine though, because I think it's genuinely funny. He says, "You better not cut your hair again. You hear me, chump?" But look, he's like a genuine supporter of me, but like he's a weirdo. You see what I mean? He says Mazuma Nation 2K on the way. And then when I was in Puerto Rico, he wrote, "Enjoy Puerto Rico." He spelled it wrong, but enjoy Puerto Rico, bro. He said, "You better not cut your hair again. You hear me, chump?" It's like, what? Fucking weirdos, bro. Like the obsession is real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna change my number soon. I ain't tripping. I mean, I just I can't put my number out publicly no more. People be on my social media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real talk. Real talk. Got my number and shit. He be making fake TikToks with my name on it and all types of shit. So he a weirdo, bro. So I mean, I guess that come with having a YouTube channel and having a solid following. You get your little weirdos here and there. He got my number through social media because I be doing business. Like if I got like a boot camp going on, I'll be like, yo, contact me for more info. It's just my number out here publicly, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But I ain't tripping. I ain't threatening at all. You know what I mean? That's the closest he gonna get to me is through the phone. You feel me? So it is what it is. Mr. Danny Gunn says anyway got dropped, so he's human. I don't think anybody consider him a superhuman or not human. He's definitely human. And he could get dropped at any given moment. I mean, it is what it is. But what makes it impressive was how he was able to, stand up to that with his first time getting dropped and, come back and get the knockout. You feel what I mean? And he got up and continued to box as if it never happened. So you got to salute that dude for that. Now, this is a conversation we need to get into right now. And I want to know what you guys think because, I still think Terence Crawford is pound for pound number one. You know what I mean? I seen Tigre Ali Sheik speak about it. I do think that, Terence Crawford, with him becoming 2-time undisputed against Earl Spence, and this ain't Naoya Inoue fault, but he doesn't have that Earl Spence in his weight class that he could go up against, you know what I mean, and, come out successful against. You know what I mean? There's nobody else within his weight class that has the achievements that, Earl Spence did or dominated the way Earl Spence did. So I just think that Terence Crawford got more of a trademark win. He got a better win and route to becoming 2-time undisputed in comparison to Naoya Inoue. However, Naoya Inoue has become undisputed and has already defended his titles. Terence Crawford hasn't done anything with those titles since obtaining them against Earl Spence. You know what I mean? At 140 pounds, he didn't defend his undisputed title neither, but nonetheless, he achieved it. You know what I mean? He did. He beat the people he had to beat within that was available to become undisputed. You feel me? So, he's a 4-division world champion. Texas 16 South says he has been more dominant in more weight class. He has dominated in more weight classes. Okay, you know what I mean. So that makes it that I don't know if you're rooting for Naoya Inoue. You know what I mean? But if let's say Terence Crawford beats Madrimov, then that makes Terence Crawford a 4 division world champion as well. 135, 140, 147, 154. You feel what I mean? So, he's en route to becoming a 4 division champion. And Naoya Inoue is a 4 division champion for what I understand. And Terence Crawford made it clear that he's gonna want to go. He plans on becoming undisputed at 154 as well. He said he believes he could do it within a small time frame. So why not? And if Terence Crawford somehow, some way, according to Turkey Al-Sheikh, he wants to make the Crawford and Canelo fight happen. If he's able to make that fight happen, and let's say he beats Canelo somehow, some way, he beats him, then it's going to be no debate. It's going to be no debate. You see what I mean? If he moves up 2 weight classes after a Madrimov victory and defeats Canelo Alvarez, then now you're talking all-time great, out of this world, hands down, no debate, and pound for pound #1. You know what I'm saying? But I still got Terence Crawford pound for pound #1. I agree with Turkey Al-Sheikh. You know what I mean? He was criticized. It was crazy. I was just criticizing. If any of y'all was on live yesterday, I was criticizing the way BoxRec does their ranking system. You know what I mean? And people was on here talking about it was computer generated, and that may very well be true. You know what I mean? But regardless, I don't agree with what BoxRec says. And Turkey Al-Sheikh had a problem with BoxRec's ranking system as well. So it was pretty interesting for him to say that, because that's exactly what I was talking about yesterday, man. It's almost as if he watches the nation. You know what I mean? If Turkey Al-Sheikh is watching the nation, man, I just want to let you know that, we rock with you. You know what I mean? We like what you're doing for the sport of boxing. I hope that you continue contributing to the sport of boxing, and you here for not a good time, not a long time, but a good time. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying right now. But what I'm trying to say is, I hope you stick around for the long haul. You know what I mean? And you continue to make the sport great. And Turkey Al-Sheikh also said that he wants to do a 5-on-5 U.S. versus U.K. card. That's absolutely fire, bro. I hope he actually does that. Now, let's talk about fights that can actually happen, U.S. versus U.K., that could actually be a great fight. Turkey need to let you run the press conference. Oh, that's a fact. I'll be on my Don King shit. I'll be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I get that shit, man. I have all them niggas arguing in there. Them niggas be sick. It's like, nah, I would love to do that shit, though. I would love to be involved with stuff like that. Commentary, you know what I'm saying? If they give me their little segment keys to victory type shit, I would love to do that, man. I think I could contribute in a great way to any team, for real, for real. The Zone, you know what I mean? PBC's commentary. I got to connect with PBC, man. I just got to get in touch with them. I would love to get involved with that, man. Anybody, Pro Box TV, shit, I'll work with them. I just want to get my opportunity to show the people that I could really be a voice in this boxing shit. You feel what I mean? But regardless, I would love to. What I'm trying to say is, I would love to be a part of, what's currently going on in the boxing world. I would like to start with Pro Box shit. I just need to find, the right people to talk to. You know what I mean? If I get the right people to talk to, then it's up. I would like to start off with Pro Box, build my name and shit like that. Why not? It just depends on who's willing to give me the opportunity, because the reality of the situation is, a lot of people don't really want to give you no opportunities. You know what I mean? Or you got to put in a lot of work before they even look in your direction. And I'm willing to do so. I'm about as consistent as can be. I got a strong work ethic. So slowly but surely, they're going to see me on these TV screens talking boxing. But, shit, the sooner the better. You know what I'm saying? I got a son that I got to take care of. You know what I mean? So, shit, whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. He said blitz tactic, says Crawford pound for pound #1 and Tank is the face of boxing. I don't know, man. It's like y'all say Tank the face of boxing. This dude Naoya Inoue just sold 55K in the Tokyo Dome. So it's like, what do y'all consider? What's the criteria for being the face of boxing? Is it tickets sold? What is it? Pay-per-views? Like what we doing? I need to know. I need to know. What's the criteria for being the face of boxing? Because I don't know, bro. Anyway, doing numbers that I know Tank ain't doing. But the price, the ticket price is probably different over there. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's something I gotta think about a little bit, but for sure. Secret dance move, he petty. Secret dance move, petty. He said Tank can barely speak a sentence. Yeah, bro. He be never knowing people's names, and they be taking him forever to get a point across. My homie said that Tank speak how Floyd read, and I thought that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. He said Tank speak like how Floyd read, and what was crazy was shit. It sounded about right. You ever heard Floyd read? You ever heard Tank speak? That shit sound pretty similar, dog. That shit sound pretty similar. My homie told me that shit. It's hilarious. The face of boxing depends where you at. Okay, he may be the face of boxing, but he sure ain't the voice of boxing. Oh yeah, that's clear. That's clear. Let's get into this though. Let's let's write down some 5v5. You know what? Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen, man. And let's talk about some 5v5 Jones that could possibly happen. You know, Turkey Al Sheik is big with, you know, like heavyweights and shit like that, right? So let's see. 5v5 UK versus US. Number one, you gotta think about some popping UK fighters. Starting at heavyweight, we could do shit. If Wilder come out victorious against Zhang, I wouldn't mind seeing Wilder and Joshua. Boots versus Ben, that's a good one. Jared Anderson versus Dubois, that's another good one. That's another good one. Okay. All right, let's start writing these down because I actually rock with that one that was said right there, Boots versus Ben. All right, let's do that. Jerron Ennis versus Conor Ben. And that's very that could happen. That they with the same people. That could happen. Jared Anderson versus Dubois. I'm gonna take that one as well because I feel like they both at the same level at this point in time. Maybe I think that one makes a lot more sense. Daniel Dubois. Okay, what else? Joe Joyce versus Wilder. That's another good one. Jack Catterall. Damn, y'all coming up with some crazy ass Johns, bro. Joe Joyce versus Wilder. I'll take that one too. Indeed, there's two heavyweight ones right there. Josh Taylor versus Devin Haney. Ain't Josh Taylor about to fight Catterall? I'm not saying that as if it's gonna happen next, but maybe Jack Cat. Somebody Stop Motion says Jack Catterall versus Hitchens. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Yo, y'all coming up with some shit right now, bro. I know Josh Taylor pulled out with an injury, but I think they came out with a new fight date. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let me share my screen. I'm not even showing y'all what's up. Let me see. Let me see. All right, let's do it. Nick Ball versus Ray Ford is already happening. Secret dance move. So that's why I'm not going to include that when I'm speaking about, you know, Johns that's like not in the works. You know what I mean? So this is the list I got so far. So Jerron Ennis versus Conor Ben, Jared Anderson versus Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce versus Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he loses against Zhang, that'll even make more sense because they both lost to him. You feel what I mean? So let's see what else. You said Josh Taylor versus Devin Haney. Josh Kelly versus Erickson Lubin. Man, I think Erickson Lubin will fuck Josh Kelly up. Lewis Crocker versus Adrian Broner. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know that one. Anderson versus Wardley. That'd be a good one too. But I already got Jared Anderson listed. I like the Daniel Dubois fight better, honestly. I think that'd be yeah, I did say yeah, US versus UK, D. Damn, Nick Ball versus Ray Ford, that's already happening. You said Richard Torres versus Moses Atuma. I haven't seen that dude fight. I haven't seen that dude fight. What y'all think about him? Y'all think Moses can rumble? Let me check him out. Shit, we could probably throw a female fight in there for real, for real. Shit. Stanionis, I seen him, man. You could tell he had some ring rust on him. I ain't gonna hold you, but he got the win. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. What's his name? Okay, let me check him out. He looked like a short heavyweight too. Southpaw, hands low. Yeah, he got a sharp jab to the body. Okay. Calm aggression. He got a sharp jab. Moses got a sharp jab for sure. They both look like small heavyweights. That makes sense. Nah, bro, we talking about UK versus US. So Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez won't work. Bumgarner versus Carolyn Dubois. Shit, we could do that one. I like that one. Should I just keep it all men though? Josh Taylor versus Devin Haney. I'm gonna say Jack Catterall versus Devin Haney. Or the winner of Jack Catterall versus Oshaki versus Joe Cardina. That's a good one. I'm thinking of like bigger names though, man. Bigger names. Yeah, let's do Jack Catterall versus Hitchens. I like that one. I like that one. This is a solid. Imagine this was a legitimate card though, y'all. Look at this right. Look at this shit. We're talking Jerron Ennis versus Connor Ben. Jared Anderson versus Daniel Dubois. Joe Joyce versus Deontay Wilder. Jack Catterall versus Richardson Hitchens. Chris Eubank versus Andre. Sheesh. Chris Eubank versus Demetrius Andre. Wow. I like that one. Anonymous got some shit. He that matchmaking shit, he got that shit on the bean. Andre versus Billy Joe Saunders, man, that was supposed to happen, man. That was supposed to happen. Billy Joe out here cheating like a motherfucker, man. He's talking shit about Canelo cheating and then he get caught cheating. You can't make this shit up, man. And then got stopped by Canelo after that. Broke his fucking eye socket. I don't think Billy Joe fought since then. How about that fight already happened. I was thinking Sonny Edwards and Bam. They already fought. Eubank versus Charlo, I think better. Well, Andre actually active though, man. Like Jamal, he just fought not too long ago, but overall, he not. Man, I just don't trust Charlo right now, man. Yeah, Andre was wilding with that suit. I don't know what he was thinking. He was dressed like them niggas back in the dead president's time. He was dressed like George Washington, George Washington and them niggas. Mm-hmm. But We got one more, y'all. I'm seeing some good shit though. I'm leaning towards Chris Eubank and Andre. I would love to see that. Raymond Ford versus Lee Wood. That's a good one. I like that one too. Yeah, I'm not, I watch the UK boxing scene and shit like that, but I'm not as, knowledgeable on it like Anonymous is. Anonymous got this shit locked in. Like he be tuned into all them guys on the come up. I'll be pretty much waiting until them motherfuckers get in position and then I'll pay attention to them. It's just so much going on, bro. I try not to get my hopes up on certain fighters. So I just wait till they get to a certain level. You know what I mean? I used to be going out my way to check them out, but 7 years ago, ass nigga. Lee Wood versus Lamont Roach. I like Lee Wood versus Raymond Ford better. Let's do that. Lee Wood versus Raymond Ford. What y'all think about this list, y'all? I wrote that secret dance move. Look at number 1. Jerron Henderson versus Conor Ben. That was the number 1 I made. Ben Whitaker versus Atifo Burlton. Ooh-wee. I got Atif all day. They not gonna put Ben Whitaker. They ain't gonna fuck up his situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They ain't gonna fuck up, man. He'll beat the dog shit. Brandon Figueroa versus Josh Warrington. I think Brandon will do Josh Warrington dirty right now. But that'll be an exciting fight. Josh Warrington throw a lot of punches. Yeah, he got to bounce back off of that. He got stopped by Lee Wood. Even Laywood or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, he got stopped. But the one that fought Carl Frampton, I would like to see that. That version of Josh Warrington against Brandon Figueroa, that'd be a banger. Oh, Warrington got you in the boxing? Okay. Ben Whitaker would shit himself as soon as he see the contract. Yeah, he ain't fucking with our teeth, bro. He not. It's gonna be somebody special that, when our teeth get to that point where he's a legitimate contender, bro, he's gonna be a fucking monster, bro. He's a special fighter. I seen this man train. I seen this man spar. I see what he's capable of doing. He stay focused and God willing everything goes. He play his cards right, bro. That man gonna be a world champion. That's a fact. Jerron Ennis versus. Okay, so this is the 5v5 UK versus US. Yo, Turkey, if you gonna steal my list, nigga, you know what I mean? Take care of a young nigga out here in Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, send me a little something. You know what I mean? You're spending money, probably my generational wealth money, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with the list, you know what I'm saying? If you get some inspiration off this list, man, you know what I mean? You see the cash at, you know what I'm saying? You see all that. You feel me? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Send a little something, nigga. Don't send it through YouTube neither, because they be taking percentages, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just send that shit through the Cash app. You know what I'm saying? Send that shit. Zach Parker versus Diego Pacheco. That's another good one. But I mean, I already made the 5. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Anonymous though, because he contributed to this list heavy. You see what I mean? He contributed to the list heavy. But yeah, there you go. There you go. I like it. I like this list right here, boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, they need to hire Anonymous for matchmaking. That boy gonna have this boxing world on fire. He carried this list. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Jerron Ennis. All right, so let's do it. Jerron Ennis versus Conor Ben. Jared Anderson versus Daniel Dubois. That's a fucking good ass fight right there, boy. Joe Joyce versus Deontay Wilder. Jack Catterall versus Richardson Hitchens. Hopefully Richardson Hitchens, you know what I mean? He don't complain about, getting that fight. You know what I'm saying? Lee Wood versus Raymond Ford. That's a hell of a fucking card right there. Raymond Ford and Lee Wood. I don't even know how I'm saying. I don't even know if I'm saying this dude's name right. Let me see. Am I saying his name right? I don't want to disrespect that man. Lee Wood. Okay. Yeah, Anonymous, you fuck with boxing. That's what's up, my brother. You definitely got your eyes. How the way you was moving right now, that's how I was when I was 18, 19, bro. But once I, really dived into the sport of boxing and shit like that, man, I've been, I'm not gonna say like falling off. That's definitely not the case. I be in the gym every day, devoting myself to my craft. But you start falling back. You know what I mean? You start letting these guys prove themselves. Bro, I've been through so many emotional roller coasters, bro. I'm like, yeah, he the one, and I'll be fully invested, and they turn out to, give up on the sport, or they don't give it they all, and then you just be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So I let motherfuckers prove themselves before I get fully invested in them. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely need to do some more, watching and shit like that, more studying of these new guys. But I told you guys who I think gonna be a problem. I think like eventually they're gonna start bringing up that kid Henry LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna be. I think he gonna be. I think he gonna be a beast, bro. I think he gonna be a legitimate problem. I ain't saying it because he's just Puerto Rican neither. He could genuinely fight. 19-0 with 10 knockouts, bro. 26 years old. His time coming. He just beat William Foster, who's a solid dude too. You know what I'm saying? After this event, they should do Top Rank versus PBC. Ooh. Top Rank, I think Top Rank got too many prospects for PBC, man. PBC don't got much prospects. It's like the bigger names PBC got them, I would say. But Top Rank got the better prospects. They just in different lanes, bro. You know what I mean? You think Top Rank will spank PBC? When we talk about 35-40, you know, Top Rank probably got that shit. Wait, who? Because at 35, it's like the only people that PBC got Frank Martin, Gervonta, Rayo Venezuela. Who Top Rank got that's 168 that can match up with Benavidez? M. Billy? You don't really got nobody, bro. I don't know. That'd be hard to match make. You give me a fight for every division. Go ahead, stop motion. Go ahead. So Australia got two fighters that have a chance to win over here, no matter what. Tim Maloney. PBC has the better boxers. Yeah. But when Shakur leave, that's gonna be when Shakur gonna leave Top Rank, man. And when he does, that's gonna be an L for Top Rank for sure. Shakur holding it down for 35, but he only got one fight left at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we gotta take into consideration. How long he gonna be representing Top Rank? Yo, Australia been having a rough year though. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's very true. They got their hopes up on Kambosos. Kambosos might lose that John. If Lomachenko in his bag, bro, Kambosos assed out straight like that. I don't like if Loma clicking and he having a good night, Kambosos in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my honest opinion. He better hope Loma get old overnight. He better hope Loma get old overnight. Because if he don't, and he's anything like himself, especially if he start early, Kambosos been he in trouble for sure. Yeah, Opatai. They got Jai Opatai. Okay. Yeah. How do y'all think Loma gonna be in his bag in this fight against Kambosos, bro? I'm kind of concerned, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so concerned, bro. It's like son's telling me that Loma not gonna be the same. And we're not gonna be, Loma been in Australia, I think, for a while now. He touched down in Australia, not too a couple probably like a week or two ago. So, at this point in time, he probably accustomed to the time zone already. Texas 16 South is Oshaki, Bam, Virgil, Kid Austin, Bud, Lil Vargas. I ride with no matter what. What little Vargas you talking about? There's a lot. There's a few of them. Loma about to 10-2 that man. Shit. Loma gonna stop Kambosos? I don't think he gonna stop him. That'd be fucking crazy. If Loma stops Kambosos and gets that belt, that's gonna be crazy. He fuck around and break Kambosos up though, man. When Loma get them, when he start putting them punches together, bro, that shit hard to stop. It's like, who Loma remind me of, bro? It's like when he cold, you know what I mean? Shit just don't be clicking. But whenever them later rounds hit and he get hot, it'd be hard to stop the motherfucker. He like Klay Thompson, bro. You remember like prime Klay Thompson, like 2016, 2017, whatever year you want to consider him in his prime. It was like when he was cold, he was all right. But once he got hot, bro, you couldn't stop it. He was unstoppable. That's how I feel about Loma, bro. When he get in that zone, it'd be hard for motherfuckers to keep up with him, bro. I seen Devin Haney in there confused in them later rounds. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? I seen Tiafimo in them later rounds, like, you know what I mean, going through it. Who you got, Lubin versus Xander Zayas? That's a tough fight for Xander Zayas at this point in time, man. They still in the process of building him. And Lubin, he battle tested at this point. He done got stopped. He done got beat up. You know what I'm saying? He fought Sebastian Fundores, who's now a unified champion at 154. He fought Jermell Charlo, who was undisputed world champion. He fought Jesus Ramos, who's, one of the top guys at 154, in my opinion. So, it's safe to say that Erickson Lubin's a battle-tested contender at this point. And, I feel like Xander Zayas is just hitting that contender mark. So he about to fight Patrick Teixeira sometime soon. Let's see how he does against him. And I'll be able to have a better gauge of who Xander Zayas is after the fight. But, right now, Erickson Lubin might be a little bit too much for him. I ain't going to lie to you. Like, Xander looks promising, but, he hasn't been in the ring with somebody who's actually testing him yet to the point where he has to, pull things. He's going to have to pull some tricks out. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to pull the tricks out with something. He hasn't really been in that situation. So we could give him the eye test, you know what I mean? We could believe that he's the truth, but he hasn't been put in that situation yet where he had to show us. You feel me? So Tiafimo versus Pitbull, it's a great fight. I would love what Tiafimo would have to say, you know what I mean, with fighting Pitbull, because his complaint is that nobody wants to stand in front of him. You know what I mean? Because he has trouble cutting off the ring. So now he wants to fight guys who will stand in front of him and give him the opportunity to hit him. Pitbull will give you that opportunity. So I would love to see how he'll match up with him. But although Pitbull, he come forward, he's aggressive, and he lets his hands go, he's defensively responsible. You know what I mean? Like the defense that he has set up for himself, it works. So I would like to see how Tiafimo would deal with that pressure, that power. Will his defense be on point? Will he style on Pitbull? I don't know. But Pitbull about to fight Ryo so in August, so we'll see. Morrell versus M. Billy. Don't do that to M. Billy like that. I think Morrell was stomping. Anyways, Morrell going up to 75 anyway. He gave up on 68. How you think Tio versus Cotto would have gone at 140? You serious? I don't even fuck with Cotto, but you serious? Should I really answer that question? We talking about 140 Miguel Cotto, the nigga who had the hairline? Oh, look, Mastermind in the building. What's going on, Mastermind? You talking about Cotto who had the hair? Different animal, bro. Different animal. I don't even want to say what he'll do to T.O. If Cambosis broke him up like that, and he having trouble with motherfuckers like Jermaine Ortiz and motherfuckers like that, he don't got any business being in there with Miguel Cotto, bro. Cotto would have destroyed T.O. at 140, bro. T.O. ain't had the power for Cotto to respect him at 140. T.O. having trouble hurting motherfuckers at 40. Cotto gonna hurt you. Cotto gonna punch right through you. And Billy should fight Vladimir Shishkin or Beck the Bully. And Billy versus Beck the Bully would be a really good fight. But I was talking about Beck the Bully versus Diego Pacheco. I think that'd be a good fight. And Beck the Bully versus who did we bring up yesterday? Beck the Bully versus what was his name? Bro, we was talking about it last night, yo. Who was it that I said Beck the Bully should fight? That I said will be a banger. Beck the Bully. Beck versus Munguia, yep. Beck versus Munguia will be the shit. That'll be a hell of a fight. Cotto would have broke T.O. up, man. That shit wouldn't have been close. That shit wouldn't have been close. I seen somebody put Hector Camacho versus Teofimo, and I'm like, yo, do y'all see the style that Teofimo be struggling with? You know, the outboxers, the motherfuckers who got movement and shit. Bro, Hector Camacho would have styled all over T.O., man. Come on, man. That would have been a bad style. That would have been terrible for T.O. Hector was so fast and durable, smart. The hand speed, the boxing ability, bro. T.O. would have had a long night fucking with Hector, bro. They got him fucked up. When you think about it, man, like Teofimo, it's almost like he's like all athleticism, bro. Like his reflexes, the speed, the athleticism, jumping into punches and all that shit. It's like he give off like Roy Jones vibes. I wonder when that athleticism and that speed start to slow down, what he gonna fall back on. You see what I mean? Because it's not like Teofimo got skills. Let's not get it wrong, but he doesn't have the most. He doesn't have the most sound defense. You know what I mean? Does he have the best jab? Like I don't. He doesn't have like those. I don't really see too much of those fundamentals in T.O. It said Teofimo promoter now. I mean, he has a promoter, so he got to take over promotions, but at the same time, he's not his own. He might be a promoter, but he's not his own promoter. So it is what it is. T.O. is prone to getting emotional and frustrated in the ring, in my opinion. That's what got him that loss against Kambosos. Absolutely. I still stay to this day that Teofimo beat himself against Kambosos. You know what I mean? That was it. Simple and plain. Like he completely chose his emotions over his logic, like women tend to do, and he paid the price for it. You know what I mean? He could have easily, came in focused like he did against Lomachenko, followed a certain game plan. And in all honesty, bro, if he would have been anything like himself, like he was in the Lomachenko fight, he would have stopped Kambosos and damn near stopped him late in the fight, being emotional. So imagine if he'd have been smooth, calm, calculated, you know what I mean, letting the knockout come to him. Man, he would have got Kambosos up out of here, and we probably would have seen him in bigger fights. But the Kambosos fight really slowed Teofimo momentum down. You know what I'm saying? Tank said he will fight Ryan Garcia at 140, so he has officially dug Devin in my book. Yeah, I mean that he might have very possibly have done so, but according to Tank, this 6 or 7 fight deal that he got set up, Devin Haney's in there. He said he still wants to fight Devin Haney, so we'll see. I mean, he says a lot, you know what I mean, but time will tell. Now with Tank saying that he will fight Ryan Garcia at 140, that's for what? For what? Like, I know that Ryan Garcia was under a rehydration clause or whatever, but Tank also did mention that he would do the rehydration clause on Ryan again. I think I seen it on Ellie Sekback's channel where he was like, yeah, it'll be at 140, but I'm not gonna let him get any higher than like 150 or 152 or some shit like that. So he only gonna give him 10 to 12 pounds to rehydrate. You know what I'm saying? So he not. Did anybody see that on Ellie Sekback's channel when Tank was talking about it? I had it as like I was listening to it in the background and I heard him say it, and I'm like, he's still fucking with the rehydration clauses, bro. Yeah, Tank ain't about to let nobody get an advantage over him. He ain't gonna have no 160-pound nigga punching him upside his head. That ain't gonna happen. I never watched Ellie knee pad. No, but he got a good relationship with Tank, so I knew that he was gonna get some exclusive footage, and I wanted to see exactly what was going on. I'm not subscribed to Ellie at all. I don't fuck with Ellie, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all cooking Ellie. I don't watch that Virgin videos. Yeah. See, so I know I ain't tripping. Ross said he only let him rehydrate the 152, so he ain't gonna let Ryan blow up at all. I see his clips with Robert Garcia. Yeah, I used to watch that. That was the main reason why I used to watch Ellie, because I got a huge respect for Robert Garcia, man. And I would like to go to Riverside or whatever gym they at, and check out their training camps to see what they got going on with things that they do. I would like to establish a relationship over there. I think that'd be pretty dope. And see how they train, so I can just take notes or whatever. Whenever I go see Boots and Bosey and them, I see what they be getting into. I take notes. You know what I'm saying? I had reached out to Derek James. And he turned me down. I was like, man, damn. I understood where he was coming from, though. Let me see if I can pull up them DMs. Derek James, he reached back out to me. I had wrote him back in 2021, April 9th of 2021. I wrote, you're an amazing trainer, and as a trainer coming up, I learn from your videos and interviews every day. He responded, he said, thank you. I said, and this is October 17th of 2022. I said, what's up, Derek? My name is Marcus Rosa, and I'm a young, up-and-coming boxing coach out of Philly. I have a huge amateur stable, and I'm starting all of them from scratch, and I've been pretty successful so far in terms of winning tournaments, local shows. I'm reaching out because I honestly believe you're the best coach in boxing today. And this was 2022, so that was, a thing. Like, Derek James was dominating in the training field for sure. I'm not asking for housing or money at all. Let me see. I would love to spend a week in camp with you guys and just learn. I'm not asking for housing or money at all, as I'll be paying for everything myself, whether it's transportation, housing, etc. I'm solely looking to add some experience under my belt, and I feel like I would take things to the next level watching how you guys go about camp. And it's worth giving it a shot by contacting you firsthand. This is possible. Let me know when I can be able to do so. Like I said, it will be an honor. Much respect, Coach. I wrote all that shit. He said, what's up? All our sessions are closed. Sorry. I was like, damn. I just wrote, look all that shit I wrote. Look, I wrote all that shit. The nigga said, all our sessions are closed. Sorry. I was like, damn. All right. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody knowing the sauce. It's all right. You probably feel like I'll be a mole in your camp or whatever, man. I understand, man. I understand. I wrote, damn, figured out with X. If there's an opportunity where you allow me to shadow you, I'll take the first trip available right over there. I'm trying to do historic things just like yourself. But thanks, coach. I really appreciate the response. Yeah, stop motion. He said, nigga said, I ain't reading all that. That's a fact. But it is what it is, man. You gonna face on your road. This what y'all gotta understand though. And I was chopping it up with my homie who, he owned restaurants all over the country and shit like that. Real successful dude. He was telling me, man, you gonna meet he said, bro, the same shit happened to me when I was in the restaurant industry, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You gonna get rejected a whole lot along your journey. Like along your way, you gotta be okay with, facing rejection. That's a problem that I have a lot. You know what I mean? That's exactly why I don't really be trying to like I'm cool with boosting them. You know what I mean? I'm sure they would give me an interview and shit like that. I spoke to him the one time. He's like, yeah, man, just come to the gym type shit. But like amongst like other top boxers in the city, I'm hesitant to like have conversations with them because I don't want to deal with the idea of them telling me no or some shit like that, because then that shit gonna get me like in my head where I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I feel disrespected or something. So I try not to put myself in that situation. But what my homie said was true. And he said, you're going to face a lot of rejection on the way, but you just need that one yes, to take you to the next level. So, I got to be okay with being told no. You know what I'm saying? One of my toxic traits is I don't like hearing that shit. And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But we all learning, we all growing, of course. You know what I'm saying? But y'all speaking about the Ryan Garcia band, man, I'm going to tell you this. They've been real quiet with exactly how they're gonna go about this situation, man. I don't know if there's been any updates. I've been checking out these boxing reporters' pages, but nobody has really been saying anything about the Ryan Garcia situation. Are they gonna overturn this decision? Are they gonna make it a no contest? Where would you have lived for a week? I would have got an Airbnb over there. What you mean? Bro, if you go on Airbnb.com and you just put DeSoto, Texas, I guarantee you there's going to be multiple places that you could crash at for, not that much money. You see what I mean? That's what a lot of these dudes do. And they, like when Shakur Stevenson, he came to Philly not too long ago, you know what I mean, with Bosey and them. I'm sure with the time that he was staying here, he probably got an Airbnb and he just chilled there. You know what I'm saying? They stay out in DeSoto, Texas. Let me see. Yeah, DeSoto, Texas. Let's say I'm gonna stay from here to here. One adult. Look, over 1,000 places in DeSoto. So you get this big ass crib right here for $56 a night, bro. Like you'd have been chilling, bro. Chilling. Look at this big ass crib. Cozy private. Yeah. $56 a night in that big ass crib. That would have been cool, bro. Stop Motion said niggas think Ryan wouldn't cheat because it's not in his character. First of all, we don't know the motherfucker to say that it's not in his character. You know what I'm saying? What I did hear, you just gotta go off of the shit that Ryan Garcia says. He says that he doesn't even take vitamins and shit like that. But then he pulls out a pill bottle of ashwagandha. You know what I'm saying? Said it must have been this. That same company came out and was like, yo, we don't put Osharine in our shit. Like, don't blame us for what you talking about. I mean, they cook Ryan talking about don't be trying to bring us along with your lies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Anonymous says, what makes Ryan such a saintly character, though? What makes him such a saintly character, though? And I hate to say this, bro, but this is just what it is, man. A lot of these dudes be attracted to Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? This little nigga got that pretty girl privilege, so they don't be wanting to see. Like I'm sure y'all men, y'all coming up as young men in this world. I mean, you might see a beautiful woman that you come across, but you know what I mean. Come to find out, she's a cold whore. You know what I'm saying? You want to believe that she's innocent. You want to believe that she's a good woman, but in the reality of the situation is she ain't. You know what I mean? So they look at Ryan Garcia. He got this pretty girl privilege. You know what I mean? They all attracted to him. This boy be walking in the boxing ring. He about to fight. And instead of talking about, his boxing abilities and what he's capable of, they talking about his looks. You know what I'm saying? It's all men, bro. It's all men that they consistently talk about this dude look. So you know what I mean? He got the pretty girl privilege and shit. You know what I mean? They want to make sure, yeah, they like him on a sexual level. That's a fact. It's a lot of funny shit going on with how the way they've been pushing Ryan and shit like that. You know what I mean? They attracted to him on, and it's not on no hetero vibe. You know what I'm saying? What Drake said in that one song, he said, "Y'all obsessing with me, and it's not on no hetero vibe. Beef so quiet, you think we letting this slide?" Yeah, that type shit. Like they really, you know what I mean? They funny style with him. You know what I mean? I don't want to say the exact words, but you get what I mean. They on that rainbow shit. They on that alphabet shit. You feel what I mean? So that's the type time they on. You know what I mean? So they don't want to see the bad in him because they attracted to him. You know what I'm saying? Just like that pretty John that you come across and you know what I mean, you want to give you want to believe that she a good girl and that, but you know, at the end of the day, she a cold slider. Cold slider. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyway, you know, people talking about it's not in his character. Ryan Garcia literally told you guys on social media that he will do whatever it takes to beat Devin Haney. When he was talking about the biting and all that shit, bro, you gotta pay attention to the things that these dudes be saying, man. Along with the fact that he was like pretty much surprised that he was passing these VADA tests. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, VADA says I'm clean. VADA says I'm clean. Bro, if you know you clean, then why are you running the VADA to validate yourself? If you know you clean, you should be saying it without even mentioning VADA. I know I'm a clean fighter. I don't need VADA to tell me that. I know what's in my body. I know what I'm doing. Ain't no illegal substances in my body. Vada says, how about you? What you say, nigga? You see what I mean? So that's just what it is, bro. I wouldn't put it past him at all. I've been suspicious about Ryan Garcia since the Canelo days. Straight like that. And if y'all look at that one thumbnail I had, bro, this is gonna tell you everything you need to know, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can find this photo. I had just seen it not too long ago. And I posted it as one of my thumbnails. Right, Derrick James again? Man, at this point, I ain't even tripping about it, bro. I ain't tripping about it. All right. So check this shit out. They talking about Tess Ryan. Now, this is 2018 to 2019, bro. Look at this shit. Look at the transformation. Look at the body. And even if this wasn't 2018 to 2019, look how drastically his body has changed and he never moved up in weight. He never moved up in weight, bro. This was both times. Both of these times he was at 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? This was without Team Canelo in 2018, and this is with Canelo in 2019. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly why, you know, Devin Haney and all them was coming out and saying that they was all on that shit. You know what I mean? And Ryan Garcia got all mad, like, yo, don't put cheating allegations against me. Oh, don't put them cheating allegations against me. Come on, dog. Look at you got man, like you got under boob in 2018. Cuz look at that. Look at that. You got a whole boob, my nigga. You got under boob. You got no chest definition, no abs. You bony as hell. You got no arm definition. Look like you don't even box for real. You see what I mean? Meanwhile, right here, you shredded to the motherfucking core. Look at the definition in the chest. Look at the neck muscles. You know what I'm saying? The shoulders, biceps. Nigga, you huge. You defined as hell in the ab area, and you look like you still got a lot of water in your system, bro. You absolutely jacked. Where the fuck this shit come from? Where the fuck this shit come from? All right, then. Ever since then, I was suspicious about Ryan Garcia, but you know, I'm not gonna put them allegations on somebody when I don't got no evidence. But you know, now I got evidence, and it is what it is. You said bro had gynoclamastia. That's possible. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You gotta pay attention to this little shit. Like when Alicia Bumgarner had that before and after picture, bro, she literally never moved up in weight. That was the same weight class, and she looked significantly different. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I was like, yo, I remember there was this John where she was sitting in the crowd, right? And they had the camera on her, and she was just like this, bro. She flexed her bicep, cuz, bro, her shit. I never had big biceps, by the way. I'm not like no big husky nigga, bro. But her shit was like on fucking 22s, nigga. Like her shit looked like Tookie Williams, but buffed than a bitch, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, her shit looked like a whole softball on her fucking arm. And I'm like, bro, that's not normal. I told my pop, because we was watching it together, I'm like, yo, that's not normal. He was like, yeah, that shit kind of crazy. Like, shit like a man. I'm like, bro, that's real shit, bro. It's like she got testosterone bumping in her shit. Like her body just pumping testosterone. And that shit just came out that she was dirty. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? All that muscle and shit just go away. That shit just disappear from her body. Now you watch her training now, that all the muscle she had, that shit gone. And she rematched the girl who gave her only loss. And they asked that girl, what was the difference? She was like, yo, she just felt so much stronger. Coincidence? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But let's find out. I had that picture on my phone for the longest. For the longest, though. Now, Alicia was always had an athletic body, always was strong and shit like that. Like, don't get it wrong. That's not what I'm saying at all. But check this out right here. Like you see her right here. Like she look good, man. Like she got the biceps, she got the abs, the definition and all that, but she still look ladylike. You know what I'm saying? She look real ladylike. You see? In shape, athletic, look nice, right? Now take a look at this. How the fuck that don't tell you everything you need to know? I wish I could put them side by side. But bro, look at the significant difference, bro. Look at the bitch wings, cuz. Bro, her biceps, bro. I know niggas that box that her they biceps ain't like hers. And they just want us to believe that this shit all natural. Let's take it back. Boom. Look at the biceps alone. She did not move up in weight, y'all. She did not move up in weight. See how she looks normal there? Boom. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Yeah, this should be right in front of y'all face. Hold up. Hold on. What year is this? This is 2022. Look, she don't got all that muscle. She look good though. Shit. Look at that. It's 2022. You know what I'm saying? Look now she just chilling in pools and shit, trying to make niggas forget that she a cheater. And look, all that muscle gone. All that muscle gone. Take a look at this. Like I said, got the athletic body, but you know all that cock diesel shit she on, that shit gone. And watch when she get back on the scale, you know what I mean? Because she shook, so she ain't gonna be taking no more. She ain't gonna be looking for no, cutting corners or nothing like that. So she gonna be in her natural element this next fight, whenever the hell she fight. Watch when she get on this scale, how much different she gonna look from that picture I just showed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. You know they be jumping to her defense. That's how I know that these motherfuckers not really fans of boxing, bro. When I seen them, I think Alicia Bumgarner was the first time that I seen somebody jump into a PED user's defense. You feel what I mean? But the Ryan Garcia shit was just a whole different level, bro. Like they hate Devin Haney so much that they just refuse to believe that Ryan Garcia may have possibly cheated, bro. These niggas start pulling out their conspiracy theory hats. I'm like what, yo? Shit crazy, bro. I don't really know how to explain that shit, but speaking of Devin Haney, man, Gervonta Davis completely ran down on the boy, man. That boy, Gervonta Davis on his bully shit, man. I don't know exactly what type time he on, if he just trying to promote. I don't know if he just running down on niggas because he don't like them or whatever, but, Gervonta out here talking greasy and acting a fool, waiting for somebody, like he testing people. You know what I mean? He pushing buttons out here. You feel what I mean? So let's check that shit out. Let's check it. Let's check out that confrontation. Yeah, I mean, I believe this was, when did this take place? According to Michael Benson, he says Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney going at it after Tank pulled up on Haney and continued mocking him following his defeat to Ryan Garcia. Now, let me see. This is it right here. You can see Devin Haney right here along with his people. It looked like Devin Haney, older brother and shit like that. And Gervonta, he out there drawing. He talking to somebody over there. He don't look like he really too worried about Dev. But Devin, Tank just clearly trolling. He just stirring some shit up. You know what I mean? And Dev calling him a bitch ass nigga and all that type shit, man. So I already had made a video about that shit, but it was funny to see. You know what I mean? It's funny to see Gervonta acting like that. I think, in all honesty, he's acting slightly out of character. You know what I mean? We've seen Gervonta talk trash before, like Rolly, Ryan, and shit like that. But this right here is like intensified. It intensified. I don't know if it's because the motherfucker got out of jail and he just happy to be back in the sport. I don't know what the situation is, but regardless, man, Gervonta, he acting up. He acting up. And now Gervonta Davis, I don't know exactly when this started or where he got this idea from, but now Gervonta Davis is like a certified street dude. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Frank Martin from the suburbs and all that shit. He from the suburbs. First of all, I don't even know why that is ever brought up when boxing, because boxing isn't a street thing anyway. So why are you bringing up the man's background as if that has anything to do with boxing at all? Regis Prograde was talking about, oh, I got my shit out of the mud. I got my shit from the muscle, blah, blah, blah. Devin Haney, he's not from Oakland. He's from Henderson, Nevada. Oh, you've been taken care of. You had a silver spoon your whole life. And then proceeded to get his ass whooped by a motherfucker who grew up with his father and was well taken care of. That shit don't matter at all, bro. I never really understood that angle. I mean, this ain't a competition to see who more hood or who more about that life. You feel what I mean? It's about, who could hit and not get hit. You know what I'm saying? Who has the better game plan? Who's a smarter fighter? Who's the more skillful fighter? That's what is taken into account at the end of the day. Not where they from, whether they grew up with trees around them or grew up in a concrete jungle. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I never really understood that approach in a boxing ring. That shit has zero to do with what the fuck is going to happen inside that square circle. You know what I'm saying? This is another thing, bro. Like, at the same time, Tank is having these interviews, and I'm surprised Frank Martin just didn't point it out. Tank said that he's been in the gym since 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? You've been devoting yourself to your craft since you were 7 years old. Frank Martin got in when he was 15, and that's the reason why he will not beat you. Saying that, he's been around the sport longer, he's been devoting himself longer, and because of that, Frank Martin, he ain't got that advantage. He's at a disadvantage. So he's confident because he's been in the sport longer. All right, so you're saying that you've been in the gym since 7 years old. So what time did you ever have? Because you're about 28 now. That means you've been devoting yourself to your craft for 21 years straight. When did you ever have time to participate in street shit? When did you ever have time to participate in street shit? When was you out here robbing niggas or, stealing people's cars, breaking in cribs? When was you doing that, Tank? Because you play it as if you such a fucking certified, bona fide gangsta ass nigga, and at the same time, you probably was. And then after that, he said, "I'd rather be." What the fuck he say? He told Frank Warren, "I'd rather be tweeting than be outside." But you talking as if you a nigga that be outside and be in the mix. So I'm not really understanding Gervonta Davis's approach, bro. He just, I'm gonna just keep it real, man. Like and this is me, and I'm saying this, and I'm sure there's gonna be people that be like, "Oh, you a Gervonta hater," blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But bro, just Gervonta is not a smart dude. Bro. He's not a smart dude. You know what I mean? And I'm surprised Frank Martin wasn't picking up on what he was saying because he was blatantly. It was like blatant contradictions. You know what I'm saying? And you said Ralph said it best right here. He says you could be from the hood and not be a street dude. That's a fact. That's me. I'm not a street dude at all. Shit, my mom ain't play that shit. My dad ain't play that shit. My dad was a street dude. You know what I mean? He grew up. He grew up involved in street stuff. He was in the mix. You know what I mean? He was in the game. You know, he did his thing, but he refused to let me be a part of that, and I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? But I did grow up in one of the worst neighborhoods in Philadelphia. Argue without a doubt the most violent neighborhood in Philadelphia. If y'all was to go on Google right now, you put Fairhill, Philadelphia. You know what I mean? It's known as Badlands, but you could put the real neighborhood name is Fairhill, Fairhill, Philadelphia. It's gonna come up, and you could just read some news articles. You'd be like, Philadelphia. I think one of the articles it was like Philadelphia's most violent neighborhood clocks in, more shootings and shit like that. Like, bro, this is how I grew up, but I never was out here acting crazy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be one of them dudes that ever be like, yeah, man, you from the sticks, cuz like you ain't built like that, nigga. You soft, nigga. Like, you live around a bunch of rich people, man. Your dad had money, man. Bro, that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. You see what I mean? So that's the only thing I really take from it, man. I don't know if Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis keep bringing up Frank Martin's muscles. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that that's something that's been on his mind, and he might be slightly concerned. Like I said in one of my videos I put out like a month ago, he might be concerned about Frank Martin's abilities and what he possesses as a man. You feel what I mean? Because if you feel like it was a disadvantage, how you saying, because you talking about he going to be too buff to swing. Like, nigga, he's already had close to 20 fights, bro. He never had a problem swinging. Now he going to have trouble swinging against you. Like, what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And Frank Martin don't even look like a bodybuilder. He's just a naturally muscular dude. It's just genetics. You know what I mean? Not everybody built like Tank, big head, small bicep having ass. You know what I'm saying? Barely have abs and shit. Bro, not everybody built like you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't know if it's concern. It's starting to look like concern. It look like he's slightly concerned about Frank Martin. You know what I mean? Which ain't nothing wrong with it. It can make you a sharper fighter. You know what I mean? It could have you more well prepared if you have a healthy amount of respect for your opponent. You see what I mean? We might see the best version of Gervonta Davis against Frank Martin. That's possible. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and act like he don't got no respect for Frank Martin because he does. He fronting like he don't, but he does. So that's my overall take, man. Maybe he just promoting. You know what I mean? Maybe he just trying to get people to be more invested in the fight. I don't know what it is. But what I do know is he's going to be well prepared for Frank Martin because you could tell he's concerned. He's concerned. It'll be dumb for him to be concerned and not prepared. He's prepared. It looks like he on weight right now. T says Mazuma hates everyone equally. No, I hold everybody accountable equally. It's just what it is, bro. I don't kiss ass. I'm not a yes man. You know what I'm saying? And all that good shit, bro. I'm none of that. I'll critique my favorite fighter if I feel like he's doing something wrong. Like David Benavidez, he's one of my favorite fighters. I ain't like how the way he represented himself the night of that fight when he was drunk. You know what I'm saying? And he did an interview saying that he don't really care what people think, and but he's a role model to the kids. It's like, bro, you should care about what people think. You know why? Because they're the ones who paying to see you fight. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. I think that boxers really need to stop acting like, fans' opinions don't matter, because without the fans, you wouldn't be able to do none of that shit you're doing. And God forbid, God knows what you'll be doing if you wasn't boxing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you dudes ain't the smartest. So I can't see you motherfuckers having an office job or, doing anything successful or making tons of money outside of boxing. I can't see it happening. Y'all motherfuckers might be, cleaning windows at car washes and shit. A lot of you motherfuckers, keep it real with you. Frank doesn't look slow in his fights. I don't think he's slow at all. He not slow. He ain't the fastest, but I wouldn't say Frank Martin slow at all. You know what I mean? But Frank Tank. I also seen that he bringing Adrian Broner around, bro. It's crazy how the tables turn because when Adrian Broner was on the top of his game and shit, he used to bring around, Gervonta Davis when he was young on the come up, and now it's like the tides have completely turned. Tank is that nigga, and now he bringing Broner around, who seems to be at a low point in his career. You see what I mean? But Adrian Bruner looked like he was in good spirits. He had a nice, humble approach at the press conference. He stood to himself. He answered questions here and there. He just looked like he was real calm and mellow. And, hopefully that's a good sign. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully he's focused. Maybe he's not too invested in negative shit that's going on right now. And, he about to fight Blair Cobbs. And, that's a really tough fight. I mean, that's a really tough fight. I don't think Broner is training with Kevin Cunningham no more. Well, he was training with Mike Stafford, but unfortunately he passed away, man. RIP to Mike Stafford. But, if he's not training with Kevin Cunningham, it'd be interesting to see exactly who he's going to be training with. Dabrowski says, notice watching Frank Martin, he fights off balance often, lunging in frequently. I think and I said this too, man. Watching his last fight against Haratunyan, he was very open for body shots, man. Very open for body shots. I felt like he was fundamentally sound. Good combinations, got good power. I thought he had pretty good balance. You see what I mean? From what I've seen with him, but he leaves a lot of openness for body shots, and Gervonta Davis is a very accurate body puncher. It's just shit that you gotta pay attention to. And then another thing, like Frank Martin, he throws a lot of single jabs. Single jabs can get countered. You know what I mean? But you said Broner left Cunningham. So who's Adrian Broner working with now? Does anybody know who Adrian Broner training with? Martin gonna get stopped to the body. Shit, that's possible. The one time I seen Gervonta Davis fight live, he stopped somebody to the body. Jesus Cuellar. What? Broner's working with Calvin Ford? Really? That's interesting. Wow. No fucks given says, I used to live in the suburbs that was mostly black, and you could get your ass stomped out and blasted over there too. Just because you're from the gutter don't mean you tough. That part. That part. I agree with you. Man, listen, like I said, I grew up in the most violent neighborhood in Philadelphia. All right. So a lot of pussies around there. For sure. For sure. Bro, I ain't gonna say the dude name, but I'm gonna just say that his name T, bro. His name's T, right? Like the letter T. Bro, he was a little fat. Puerto Ricans look different, right? Not every Puerto Rican looks the same. You got your Spaniards, you got your African ones, and you got your Native American ones, right? And then of course you got the combinations like myself and shit like that. My dad came from, the African ancestry of my mom's Spaniard side, you know what I mean, with a little bit of African ancestry on her side as well. So, you know what I'm saying? He was just straight Spaniard. Like this dude, he looked like a white boy. You feel what I mean? Glasses, real thick ass prescription. His eyes big, look big as shit behind the glasses and shit. Had like red hair, red beard and shit like that. It was just he had that Spaniard blood for sure. So bro, he used to talk so tough, but he was the biggest pussy. Bro, he was the biggest pussy on the block, like without a doubt. Like his mouth was his defense mechanism, and once you got past that, the nigga was shivering in his boots type shit, right? Now fast forward, he went through some unfortunate things. Like, I'm not gonna get into specifics because he probably watching this. I don't know, but he went through some unfortunate things. With losing certain people and shit like that. So he didn't have the guidance that he once had. You see what I mean? But now this dude, I seen him like 2 years ago, bro. And yo, face tats, yo, he got the motherfucker got the teardrops, and he got the tattoos around here. All bro, he got tattoos inside his ear, his whole neck, and all this shit. He trapping on the block, bro. And he think that he's the coldest gangster out here, bro. And I'm like, bro, where did you develop like this persona of being gangster? Because as far as I can remember, you was always pussy. You know what I'm saying? And if you was like that growing up, I mean, ain't shit really changing in your adulthood, bro. That's a quality you got. That's just who you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that shit really leave you. If you got them qualities coming up, then you know what I mean? That's just something that you got in you. Unless you go through like a dramatic change in your life where I don't know, bro. I seen him and I'm like, bro, he really be playing it like he tough, loudmouth ass nigga. Bro, still same loudmouth dude, but he's scaring people with his mouth and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, bro, I know the real you, bro. And you not like that. You feel what I mean? So I said all that shit to say that, yeah, I agree with you. You know what I mean? Like if you from the hood, that don't mean you tough. It's a lot of pussies that live in the hood. A lot of niggas who ain't got no heart. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Kobe grew up wealthy, but Kobe had niggas shook on the court. That's a fact. He was a dog. And he was from Lower Merion. You know what I'm saying? He was born in Philadelphia, but he lived on the outskirts of Philadelphia, Lower Merion. And if you guys were to look at houses in Lower Merion, bro, you need to have a bag to live over there. It's probably like a 15-minute drive from here, but like bro, it's a different like type of money over there. You know what I'm saying? Private communities, mansions, all types of shit, bro. Like not too far from Lower Merion is Gladwin, PA, and Gladwin, PA is one of the richest. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a city, but like let's say let's say we just call it a borough. It's one of the richest boroughs like in Pennsylvania, period. And you got to have a million. Oh shit! Hold up. You got to have a million plus to live in that joint, to live in that area for sure. Look at that. Yeah, we like that. I forgot they had them joints, bro. I forgot they had these effects. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you talking about? No, no. But anyway, um, yeah, y'all. So that's pretty much yeah. Kobe was definitely a wealthy kid growing up. He had a good upper middle class, probably yeah, definitely upper middle class. Probably was above that, honestly. If you live in Lower Merion, you got a bag, even today. If you live anywhere near Gladwin, Lower Merion, any of that, you got a bag. Like Gladwin, PA, I don't know if y'all know Teddy Pendergrass. He had like a 30 bedroom mansion down there. You know what I'm saying? They got castles in Gladwin. Like you gotta have a different type of bag. Kobe had a different type of bag, but he had that dog in him. You know what I'm saying? It's a mentality thing at the end of the day. Regardless if you came from a good background or not, bro. If you got that shit in you, then it's just in you. Ain't nothing you can really do to change that. I went away for 5 years and realized I wasn't street or hood, but I was a true fighter. I mean, yeah, we see eye to eye on that one. Cause I ain't neither one of them neither, but definitely a warrior on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Warrior. Yeah, Teddy the musician. I'm talking about Teddy Pendergrass, the R&B. I don't know. Would you consider he's soul R&B? I don't know if you consider him. All the richest people started off boxing. It was a rich man's sport, but now it's a poor man's sport. That's why Mike Tyson don't want his kids boxing. That's why Earl Spence don't want his kids boxing. That's why Terence Crawford don't want his kids boxing. You know what I mean? Because they grew up solid. You know what I mean? That's a poor man's sport, so you need to get up out of the way. Yeah, man, soul singer. Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass is one of my favorite artists from that era. Love Teddy Pendergrass, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye. I listen to I've been listening to Luther Vandross heavy, bro. I love Never Too Much. Teddy Pendergrass, I know all his shit. Even when he was with the Melvin and the Blue Notes. Uh, like I said, Marvin Gaye. I fuck with Rick James heavy. Uh, I was listening to Ebony. What was it? Ebony Eyes. I was listening to Ebony Eyes like 2 days ago. Uh, rock with them dudes, bro. They music was different, man. It's hard to replace that shit. Hard to replace that. You know what I mean? That's why I like what Bruno Mars doing with Silk Sonic, with Anderson Paak and all that, bro. He bringing like that old school vibe back in the mix, and he's showing that it's like possible to recreate that music. Love that type music, bro. Where they just let the band play for like 5 minutes before they sing type shit. Like that shit gangster to me, bro. I fuck with that shit heavy. But they ain't boxing or nothing like that, man. But I'm pretty much done speaking on boxing for real. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, rest in peace, Marvin Gaye. That's an unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to Teddy Pendergrass. He went out kind of sad too. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, yeah. And of course, I rock with, bro. R&B my favorite genre. Like my favorite singers, like actively, like all y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, but Trey Songz my favorite R&B singer. Period. Like that's just my guy. You know what I mean? Ever since I was in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like Ready, the album Ready, Passion, Pain, and Pleasure. Those all classic Jones, man. Like Trigger, that album was fire. Even his last album, Back Home, that shit was fire too. You know, along with Chris Brown. Chris Brown up there too. I hold both of them like the same. You know what I mean? Those are my two favorite R&B artists. Yeah, Trey Songz is that guy. I fuck with him heavy. He going through some crazy shit legally, but he almost rumbled Terence Crawford. He would have been that would have been a bad John. Oh yeah, Usher. Yeah, Usher on my all time favorites too. He got me, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And I was going through like some real bad shit, some real down times. Usher got me through a lot of that shit, bro. Day by day. There was a time where I was playing Usher for like a month straight and just like fell in love with his music all over again, bro. Caught up is my shit. Got me feeling it. I don't know what it is, but it seems she's got me twisted. I'm so that's my shit. Usher is my guy for sure. If you ain't rocking with Usher, if you don't fuck with Usher, you's a cornball. Straight like that. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but you know, R. Kelly, bro, he one of the goats too. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to listen to his music because he doesn't own his music. You know what I'm saying? And if you listening to it from your perspective, if you're not thinking about his perspective, you listening to your music from your perspective, you know what I mean? I don't think you'll have much trouble listening to it. Michael Jackson, of course. I know I listen to all his shit. I was never really a big Prince fan. Omarion, okay, Omarion. I even be listening to the females. Like I rock with Alicia Keys. I had the biggest crush on Alicia Keys, bro. Growing up, Alicia Keys was beautiful. She still is, for real, for real. She still look good for her age. But young Alicia Keys, the "You Don't Know My Name" John, crazy. Um, Fantasia, I didn't find her attractive, but her voice was unique. I rocked with Fantasia, something crazy. Um, the biggest crush I ever had on a woman, bro, growing up was Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland, she had me stuck on fucking stupid growing up, bro. Kelly Rowland, Sierra. I mean, they used to talk crazy about Sierra, talk about she was a man or some shit like that. Uh, But you know, Sierra, beautiful woman to me. Kelly Rowland, beautiful woman. Uh, you know, I always thought Beyonce was beautiful, but I wouldn't say that I had a crush on her at all. Um, rock with all their music, bro. R&B is just that's my favorite genre for sure. But yeah, Teddy Pendergrass, that's my guy. My latest greatest inspiration, Jacquees. Nah, you know he got alright music. Like he got this one album. It's like numbers. I don't know if it's called like 2745 or some shit like that. It's one of them type joints. He got a few songs on there that I like. Let me see what it's called. He's had a lot of albums. So it's called 4275. That's a pretty good album. That shit came out in like 2018. If y'all was listening to Bed, obviously that's a good one. Studio, Beauty Doesn't Cry. The joint Inside with Trey Songz, that's fire. All About Us, London. He got some good shit. Infatuated. You. Jacquees, he got some good music, but King of R&B? Nah, not at all. He's not even that good of a singer to me, honestly, vocally. What? You just getting up on Brent Fayez? I've been listening to him. Too Fast was my shit. Uh Care. Do I fuck with DMX? That's he one of my favorites all time. Like that's a totally separate genre though. I was just talking about R&B. We talking about rap. You know, J. Cole. You know what I mean? Southpaw was clowning me for that. He was like, he fuck with J. Cole, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me laughing. I'm like, bro, this nigga's a hater, bro. He's like, man, he listened to J. Cole, but like Southpaw used to tell me that J. Cole was hot. That's like the funniest shit about it. But J. Cole, my favorite. Nostradamus, that's my nigga. DMX falls right underneath that. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, I fuck with Pun, Biggie, Fabulous. Fabulous, I don't know if y'all rock with Fabulous, uh, but he just dropped all his soul tapes on Apple Music. I downloaded all them Jones, bro. Uh, yeah, Brent Fayez is the shit. Bryson Tiller, bro. But this the thing though, like Bryson Tiller is talented. Like he's a beast, bro. Like when he dropped that first album he had, that shit was a certified classic, bro. He dropped one afterwards, and they gave it a lot of criticism. But when you listen to that album, that shit was fire too. Trap Soul, when he dropped Trap Soul, that shit was fire, bro. But then after that, he dropped a joint called True to Self. Like a couple years after that. I think it was like 3 years after that. And he got some crazy ass songs on True to Self too. Bryson Tiller was a strong art, like he was a big part of like my young adult life. Like I used to blast Bryson Tiller heavy when I was in college and shit, shaking and moving, doing Uber Eats and you know what I mean, trying to make ends meet type shit. He was a he was a big artist on my like coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. He easy to predict, man. He a clown, bro. Like listen to what he's saying. He's like this is the dude that y'all take the time to listen to because y'all think he a boxing fan, but in reality, the dude is like he cuckoo, bro. Like he off mentally, man. He's defending a drug cheat. You know, you like you justifying a man cheating, bro. It's like what type of principles do you stand on? What type of man is you? You see what I mean? It is what it is, bro. You can't expect people to rock how you do. You know, it is what it is, man. But I've been on here 2 hours and some change, y'all. I didn't even think I was gonna be on here that long, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I appreciate everybody that's tuned into the channel, man. I'm gonna get up out of here and get some rest so I can get ready for my long day that's ahead of me tomorrow. But thankfully, I'm getting my son, so I'm extremely appreciative about that. So, uh, You know what I mean? I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody that tuned into the channel. We got 34 people in the building. If y'all can hit the like button on the way out, it'll be very much appreciated. If you share the video, I appreciate it very much. If y'all new and would like to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so, man. We're on the road to 2K, and we well into the 1900 mark, man. So I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night, man. I appreciate everybody that contributed to the channel, man. It was a dope live. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going to edit that clip. I'm going to edit that section of the live where we was talking about that 5v5, you know what I mean, UK versus US, John. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put that up. You know what I'm saying? I might. We'll see. But you know, tomorrow morning I'll be back up with some more videos discussing what's going on in the world of boxing, and I'll be on live tomorrow night as well. So be on the lookout for that. But until then, y'all, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Y'all have a beautiful night. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.